What is up, folks? Welcome to another edition of Billy the Kid's No Bullshit Toy Reviews. And today, courtesy of Transformers Game Group and J.J. Ramos, I'm going to be reviewing the Transformers Haslab Unicron. That's right, I didn't back this figure, I won it, and this is it. This is the review. This is what I have to say. I decided I'm going to start off with the accessories and go from planet mode and then to robot mode. So, right out of the bat, he comes with Unicron's head as a separate piece. Looks good. It's nice. Mouth opens. Teeth are unpainted. For $600, you'd assume all the fucking details would be there. But, you know, it is what it is. He comes with an Autobot shuttle. This is the same shuttle type that was used in the '86 film when the Autobots left Earth. It's nicely detailed. It does its part. It's nice. It's definitely too big, though, to fly into one of his eyes, so not in scale. He comes with a mini Galvatron and Hot Rod, and they're too big to fit in the shuttle, so they're definitely not in scale. They're not very detailed, although I'm sure there are some of you out there that are so talented, I'm sure you could make these things come alive. He comes with an additional faceplate and an additional chin. So the reason I kept this chin on is because I just wanted to show you the difference between Hasbro's offering and the 01 Studio Cell offering. Obviously, it's a lot smaller here, and it's a lot less detailed. However, it does have light up eyes, and that's something that this one doesn't have. I mean, that looks awesome. As well, there's metal reflective there, so I mean, it just looks great. These are dead. These are dead eyes, and I don't know why they went with that. There is a gimmick where you can pop his faceplate off. Comes off relatively easy. And you can make his eyes look around. I think that's a pretty cool gimmick, but you can't see the eyes through the smoky plastic that they used. So it's wasted. It would have been better spent on LEDs, in my opinion. Since we have the head off, you can see that it's hinged, so it can look up, not really down, and it rotates. So there's articulation. There's enough articulation in the head where you'll be happy. My only real gripe is the teeth. How they could not paint them just blows my mind. This stand is a nice little, add-on. I think it's great that you can display these pieces, especially for someone like me who's going to display Unicron mainly in his planet mode. But it's nice. It's definitely nice. One other thing that it does come with are these pieces here, which you use to fill in the screw holes on Unicron. I do like that they did that, and they number them, so it's very easy to do. You can figure it out on your own. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go over to Unicron. We're going to talk about his planet mode, and we'll just go from there. All right, here is Unicron's planet mode, and as you can see, it's massive. It's huge, and it looks good. It holds together just fine. It's not too difficult to put together if you follow the instructions. It's pretty straightforward. When I originally saw the prototype pictures and all that, I was kind of pissed off that the rings had all those hollow spots, but I'm actually happy with it. It's a detail that I think adds to the figure. It adds to the character. I'm not able to show you the whole thing, so what I'm going to have to do is detach my phone, and we're going to have to just be mobile. I'm sorry about that, but that's what we're going to have to do. So, just so you can see, he is perfectly round. He is beautifully detailed. And I definitely give Hasbro some credit for that. These are a bendable rubber, so you really don't have to worry too much about breaking them. It's not like the 01 Studio Cell where they're so stiff and so hard that you're pretty sure you're going to break them. I know a lot of people say once you get it in hand, you don't mind the blue maw, but I mind it. I mean, people paid a premium here to have something, and for it not to be as advertised, I just don't think that's right. And say what you want to me, leave it in the comments. Tell me I'm fucking crazy. I don't care. I just think that it should have finished the look. I do like the gimmick where this opens up and you get those details from the film of the chewing jaws. I think that's great. I like how, you know, the horns, they're movable and they do their job, but I would really like to have a couple joints in here to make them really imposing and really, and I don't mind that they don't bend, but for $600, I think that a little articulation would have gone a long way. Now, in Hasbro's defense with the blue maw, this is not a Studio Series figure. This is War for Cybertron. It's its own version of Unicron. So I can respect the changes. My main gripe is just that they're not as advertised. The stand works great, and the stand works as added storage for the extra faces for Unicron. I'm going to get this guy into his robot mode, and we'll discuss that, articulation, details, and all those things once he's transformed. Okay, and here we have Haslab Unicron in his robot mode. And yes, there is a presence. It is huge, but it's a fucking nightmare. And I don't give a shit if, you know, you feel like, hey, I backed it and it's worth the $600. It's my Unicron. It's so big. It's clumsy. It's frustrating. And it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be so much fucking work to get it into this robot mode. It doesn't. I'm going to take the camera off of the tripod just so that I can, you know, get in there and show you the articulation and things like that. But I don't know. I'm on the fence. The head looks up, head looks down, left to right, mouth opens, teeth are spring-loaded. So you got that. Shoulders have a very strong, very good ratchet. I'll give them that. Insanely strong ratchet at the shoulders. You can go 360 degrees around, but it's so fucking hard to do, and I've got one hand, so I'm not going to do it. You've got a bicep swivel. For $600, you get a single bend at the elbow, like so. There is a waist swivel. There is no ab crunch. The big wings really don't move. They don't change much than what you see. Yes, these parts do hang. Okay, you've got hanging bits here. Hanging bits here. All right, you can remove them if you want, but I kind of feel like this is the final product. They shouldn't be dangling like that. The wrists swivel. The thumb comes up and moves on one knuckle. Okay? It goes down this way. It's odd. It doesn't come out to the side. It's a very strange choice. You can do this if you'd like. All of these fingers are on their own individual knuckles and have their own articulation. And I think that's great. Inside of the hand, is not painted. 600 bucks, that should be painted. It's fucking pennies, Hasbro. Move the hip skirts. And you can kick the legs up almost all the way. It does hold. It is a soft ratchet. There's a thigh swivel and a very strong soft ratchet at the knee. There we go. There is your knee bend. Ankle rocker. The toe comes up and down. And movement at the back as well. Inside folds. Nothing on the side. Okay. There he is. There's the Chaos Bringer. There is Unicron. How the fuck they decided not to paint inside of his mouth? I don't get that. I don't get that one bit. These panels are absolutely unacceptable. And that's just horrific. That is a jumbled mess of shit. That is a folded up mess of shit. All right, Hasbro has lately been killing it with their designs. War for Cybertron has been fantastic. Studio Series 86 has been fantastic. I don't understand why on a crowd-funded project they would give us just a shelf former. I don't get it. Now, really quick, for comparison purposes only, here he is towering over the 01 Studio cell. Okay, absolutely towering over it. If you want to go for size, get the Haslab. It's massive. But if you want to go for clean and, 86 movie accurate, that 01 Studio cell is just beautiful. It's the better buy. Look at the back. Okay, there's your kibble. That's bullshit. All right, that's not right. I feel like Hasbro took advantage of the fans. I feel like Hasbro, with this figure, said, you know what? It's Unicron. They're gonna spend the money anyway. All right, if they truly gave a shit, we would have had the teeth painted. We would have had the hands painted. Plastic is great. The quality of the plastic's great. And the paint where they do it is fantastic. All of the good paint details are right up here, okay? They make you focus on the chest, on that upper torso, so you're not focusing on this, all right? And I know I'm ranting and I'm going on, but for 600 bucks, they could have done better. And that's my final thought. They could have done better. Is it imposing? Yes. Does it have presence? Yes. Is it perfect? No. I did forget to mention that he can do the full Van Damme if you want. Yeah, as long as the wings don't block it. And the hip skirts. But it's there. Very articulated and very big, but it's not the best choice for a Unicron. It's not. Just going to be honest with you. Now, I got mine at the Transformers game group. I did link them down below. As always, check out my sponsors, Big Tin Robot, Toys and Collectibles. To my Patreons, thank you for your support and belief in my channel. This is Billy the Kid, signing off.